Started. Let's take a real quick peek while we are waiting for these guys to get set for winners finals, which is the best 3 out of 5. RP4, if you're watching, you can go ahead and jump in your match against Swag Flu right now. And let's take a look at the bracket. Alright, so you guys just got done watching BW Styles with a 2-0 victory over RP4. He'll be going on to face Luxray NYC in our first best 3 out of 5 of the season. On the other half of things, Solidus Hedgehog and Dank Link already getting started. And then over there on the other half, match getting started just right now is RP4 versus Swag Flu. All right, let me start updating this scoreboard.
Here we go. No fooling around here. We're seeing both the Mega Man and the Incineroar. And straight off the PS2. So no fooling at all. And looking like everybody's going. Here we're starting right off with those projectiles. And as Luxray uses that get off me move with the neutral B, that spin from Incineroar. And BW here using those nairs and these jabs to really carry Luxray again off the side of the stage. And again, kind of displaying some of the stuff that won him this tournament set against Luxray in the past, which was using these nairs, these pellets and jabs, when at about 2 arms length from Luxray to stop him from getting that specific move. That side B, genuinely the... Look at that, another one. That's the win condition. That's the super crazy kill confirm move for Luxray. That's going to do the damage, it's going to do the killing, it's going to do the ledge guard, it's going to do the edge guarding. And it even gets reversals. And Luxray uses it and abuses it to its fullest extent very well. And if you're looking to beat Luxray, you got to find moves in your arsenal that can either counter that move, or you have to dash away and then wait until Incineroar is done with the grab animation. So like you have to really kind of time your next attack well if you don't have a move. But we're seeing none of that yet. We were seeing it a bit from BW, but unable to get that. Goes for back throw, not going to kill yet. Still a bit too low in percent, and misses the down air as well. Nice fair. Doesn't kill yet. Really great DI from Luxray. Nice up smash there, carrying Incineroar off screen. Playing it patient is Luxray. Knowing, and this is the thing about Luxray that I really like, is like when he's kind of pushed into a really hard matchup like this. When he knows his opponent has certain like moves and things like that, or a certain character that can really punish Incineroar for approaching, it's not that he's running away, but he's actively staying in like that buzz range where, alright, I can't necessarily approach myself, but it's so uncomfortable to have this person just this close, but not far enough away to where I can like kind of do something else, that players wow, he kind of forced that into existence. He like was really charging that forward smash, and BW kind of just gave him the read there, not knowing about how wide that up smash would be able to hit from. And honestly, I probably would have fallen for that too. Like, you kind of just see him there charging that forward up smash, and like, alright, I can roll here. And Luxray purposely charging the up smash, trying to make sure that that move kills, and now has BW literally in the corner here, as BW is able to roll through and get some counteractive damage. But nice use of the up smash there. I wasn't sure if he'd bounce out of that or anything, but BW confirms that hit. And let's see, no kill yet. Luxray living for a long time. Goes for that aerial again, that down air. Doesn't get anything off of it again. Nice. Ooh, using that get up. Ooh, what a little stutter there to force action out of Luxray. Using that little stop there to force Luxray to release shield, and then as soon as he noticed that BW rolled through, he shielded, and then it allowed BW to get that grab for the kill confirm. But let's see, Luxray no, or BW no, BW he air dodged in. Nice. using the rollback animation to protect himself from his own explosion, but caught Luxray, poked his shield. Can't get grabbed here. That's the win condition. Nice, BW running forward, getting that grab, getting the punch he needed. Just keep moving. The one thing you cannot do against Incineroar is stay in a spot for too long, because eventually he's going to well-time and well-space that grab, that side B, and it's just going to really hurt you when you're stuck in a corner. But Luxray getting BW back in the corner. This is so stressful. You can see what he's looking for. He's gone for it once, goes for it twice. Ooh, goes for the F smash, switches it up. No!
Oh no!
Is that going to kill? It might.
Belly to back, yep.
What a very stressful situation. Like, I could definitely see that BW was feeling himself there. Like, in this replay, he was going for some swag, and I do not blame him. He had Luxray, like, pinned to the wall. Like, he literally had him, he took the needle and literally stabbed him with it, thinking that he was just done. And the one unfortunate thing was, like, that combo he was doing, it was very freeform, very beautiful right here with the saw. And the saw, the amount of hitboxes it had reset Incineroar's like position, because normally it like has you in hit stun and you like fall over or whatever and you're stuck on the ground. But because he was trying to probably tech or whatever, and the amount of hitboxes that took, it's different than like a single jab like we see Solidus do sometimes. And it caused Incineroar to just stand up again afterwards, and it kind of allowed him to shield then instead of having to roll or whatever. But that was so close. I think BW definitely warmed up into the Incineroar Luxray matchup by the end of that. And especially if they go PS2 again, I think that BW is in a great spot. Town and City it is. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that, like, a lot of times players kind of forget about like stage swap. And even then, like, if you want that different like look, go for it, because you don't know what could happen. Something great could happen out of that. You could get some more space to move around. It may also just be the platform layout that BW doesn't like, because he feels that maybe he wants less platforms with the switching of these, or just some different looks for edge guarding purposes, which we know BW, and when he's like kind of feel himself with his edge guarding, he does very well. But here, we're already seeing a very similar situation to the first game, where kind of spaghetti at the beginning. Both players are really trying to approach very fast and everything, and whenever Luxray kind of gets like stuffed, he goes for that neutral B at the beginning of these matches, and it kind of sets that weird pace. But all right, we're seeing Luxray on ledge, and this also may be why he likes this stage, is that BW really likes to kind of stay at like about like this distance, and when he does kind of move in, he still wants more wiggle room to like really perfectly space his aerials and stuff. And for I really don't think Luxray really has too much of a stage presence, because even on PS2, a stage that's notorious for helping out like zoners and these projectile art characters, someone like Incineroar who does struggle against the zoners is not having that much of an issue really. So like for him, I don't think he's necessarily thinking about it as much, and more about the like matchup specifically, like just what character. Because look at that, even with the change, BW is only up about 5%. And oh, really nice use of that Leaf Shield there, knowing for a fact that he would not be able to get hit by that grab. And it even allowed him to get all this percent for the down throw into Kfair as well, some other stuff. We're seeing down throw into Kfair by Luxray as well. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to allow him to gain too much of an advantage. Ooh, there it is, that neutral B. Knows it's gonna be coming, gets out of danger, and then resets and just gets some sort of punch of his own, but gets a bit overzealous, goes for that up smash, maybe wants something else, and does get punished with that side B. And that's kind of what I mean in other matches when we see like players go for something that just isn't happening, like where you'll go for a move and you miss another one, so then you have to go for another move on top of it to try and compensate. And instead we see BW like recognize that he like would be overcompensating for a move, and so he backs up. And because he backed up, it was just something that Luxray didn't expect to happen, and Luxray was able to put himself in a worse position, which allowed BW to get that damage. But there, we kind of saw the same thing in reverse. BW kind of freaking out after getting two-framed by Luxray, so he air dodged in to avoid the Kfair, but Luxray was thinking that he'd be able to get the F-tilt, and that air dodge put BW in a worse situation just because of it. But nice, not losing any percent, no percent lead loss. And Luxray here now has to kind of work to keep up just because they are at the same stock, but it's going to be close till the end, this one. It's not going to be an uphill battle for either player yet. And I think that BW is still, again, like, he's getting used to the adjustments he needs to make. He's getting used to, like, the kind of way the game is going to play out. And I think he's okay with, like, the pace. Both of these games, regardless of percent, have been single stock games where each player gets that last stock, and then it's just who's going to live longer, you know? And I think that right now, BW is content with this lower percent that Incineroar has because he wants to be able to rack up this damage quickly and then get some sort of kill confirm. Backing off allows him to get that extra damage. That might do it.
Ooh.
Oh, does not get the edge guard he needed. Gets nared off stage. This is going to be dangerous. Able to get back to that platform. And that's kind of another thing is like you don't get that Luxray on PS2. That's so scary. Goes high again. Knows Incineroar really doesn't have the coverage, but that time he spoke too soon, trying to go high again, and Luxray knew that he would be able to compensate for that because for that, we saw BW here go high every single recovery time. And so one of the things that maybe he was just trying to do is just stay out of Luxray's reach, but Luxray knew that like eventually that's what he's trying to do. He's not trying to get like too close to him. And right here, goes for it again, and knows that he's going to be falling, and just goes for that up air, because, hey, he's been jumping a couple times, he's been going high, why not go for it? And if I hit it, it's definitely in a kill. And if I don't, he doesn't really have something that can hit me in this situation. So, I definitely think that Luxray is on his A game right now. Like, you'd think that with how close these games have been, it's been kind of stressful for both of them, but it just seems like Luxray is not folding at the end of these sets and these games. So I think that for him, continue what he's doing. But for BW, he's definitely got to try and ramp up that, like, last stock kind of mentality where he's been playing a bit more patiently, not, like, trying to compensate for moves with those, like, air dodges and other things that he's kind of been doing at wrong times, and just really focus on the types of things that have been winning you games and sets in the past. Because he's doing it well, it's just that he just needs to do it for longer in these sets, and I think he'd be fine.
Very true. Let's hop back into the action. Luxray going into game number 3, up 2-0.
Yeah, definitely going to be an uphill battle for BW if he's able to take a game here. And I think should he, definitely is going to see that like he's going to figure out something that was going well. But right off the bat, we're going to small battlefield, smaller platform layout, everything. Pretty much just PS2, but like much smaller overall. And ooh, that grab is definitely going to hurt. And I definitely think the stage like kind of helps out Luxray in a certain couple ways, just because the amount of distance he has to travel is less, and the platforms do not necessarily help BW in the same way that towns seem to. And ooh, try to go for that up air. The down air stuffed him out. So stressful. That nice platform movement for Luxray there. Going underneath it, knowing that he can't really get hit by much, and then runs out beneath it just to try and get something. Doesn't get too much though, but I think that Luxray is just doing very good at just this type of ledge guard where he has just not been punished too much. And the bounce there, tripping up BW, and this might be a 3-stock game for Luxray. He's just been very on point, and for BW, like, it's just these small, like, things, like with not recognizing the bounce pattern for Incineroar's up B, and other things that have kind of been keeping him just arm's length away from getting stocks, getting himself back into this game. Let's see. Can BW do this? using these. Oosh. And then we're going to see him once again in this disadvantage. Ooh, the bomb kind of hitting him off the platform. Still has invincibility, though, from the fires. And there it is, another side B. It's just definitely one of those things that, like, it's Incineroar's, like, I'd say it's possibly his best move. Just in, like, the way Luxray's playstyle is. Like, you're using it in, like, just all of the right situations because of how much damage it racks up and everything. Ooh, knowing that Luxray would be going for that side B, because that, like, genuinely confirms the game there. Using the Leaf Shield again, making sure that he doesn't get punished. Ooh, that's so scary, the air dodge. Oh, nice.
That drop kick does it.
Yeah, that was super smart for Luxray. He knew that he'd been punished for that before with that side B. I think that's kind of what BW would be banking on later in this game. And unfortunately, that just didn't pan out. And he did, in fact, lose the stock there from that really well-spaced fair. Because watch this. Like, as soon as he gets through the Leaf Shield, he just, like, barely made it through, like, right here. And he didn't touch the platform at all either, so it was just really well spaced for him, as well as where he placed the fastball and everything. So great stuff from him, and making sure that at Luxray, like, he's just on point, man. First tournament of the season, looking great, even after that week off and everything. And BW, he didn't look bad either. I just think that the small things with Incineroar is definitely super hard to kind of, like, always be consistent with. And once he starts to, like, really punish that Incineroar side B again and that up B as well, he's going to be super on point and ready for that next time they meet. It will be interesting.
Yep. All right, so we are getting ready to move over into the losers half of the bracket. Let's take a look real quick. Try to update ourselves there. All right, let's zoom in. Luxray NYC cruising to a 3-0 victory over BW.